So what's the first thing that you want to do at the Rosary School when you entered the school or when you took over the school? After having worked with 650 schools, you would have seen so many things that were perhaps not being done very, very well in those other schools. So when you start doing your own school and essentially you're jumping ship, what are the things that you're looking at? Is there a framework? Give us some insight about how you're thinking around this.
So some context to this question, right? So when Deepthi and I first met, we both came from different backgrounds, and where we agreed upon is education hasn't changed in the last 60 years, in this country at least, right? Our principals, our teachers are following the exact same principles that their teachers taught them and their teachers taught them. And that's a big problem because when I was running Scribdo for these last 10 years, I had an outsider's view to how a school functioned, right? And I feel that the most important feedback that a business owner needs is from an outsider about his business. An educator, no matter how hands-on he or she is, does not know what is really happening with the kids, with the stuff. It is the outsider that knows what's happening there. And what we saw with our schools is outdated teaching systems, outdated assessment systems. Our system is built to get the averages up, but our system fails miserably when you've got gems in your schools and the system turns those gems into normal stones. That's something that we sort of wanted to change as the first step. The second thing that I wanted to change is educationists fueled by capitalism have turned school into a business. It is a business for most of us, right? But there's a concept called conscious capitalism. You don't need to charge a 3x on the school uniform. You don't need to charge a 4x to take your kids to a picnic, right? The simple joy of that child really enjoying that picnic should be sufficient for your interests. So while today a lot of corporates come into the business with CSR today, we strongly feel that school owners and people who run schools purely as schools need to understand that let's not treat this as a business only. Let's not treat this as only a money-making scheme. The impact of your actions on parents, the impact of your actions on kids lasts for a century. One family, one child who does well changes the life for the next 3 generations.